Hi, everybody. I was supposed to do moderator Monday this week, and I mixed up my dates. So I'm on here today to share with you guys the courses that we are using for this coming year. My family homeschools year-round. So some courses we have already begun on our new stuff, and some things we are finishing up and about to move into new things. So I'm just going to share with you kind of where we're at and what the plan is for this coming year. What was I going to say? So I have a 10-year-old going into 5th grade. I have an almost 9-year-old going into 4th grade. I have a 6-year-old going into 1st grade and a 4-year-old. So every day, to start our day, we start out with a morning basket. And this year, Masterbooks came out with the Family Morning Basket Bundle, which I absolutely love all of the books in this bundle. Last year, we already went through the One Blood for Kids, Quick Answers to Tough Questions, and the Marvels of Creation. So we're going to incorporate the rest of the books this year. And this won't be everything that we have in our morning basket, but we'll definitely be incorporating these. So there's the 9 Fruits of the Spirit books, and there's one on each Fruit of the Spirit, so we'll go through each of those. Then we have G.I. Joe and Lily, which we always try to read like a fun book together. We'll read like a chapter or 2 every day. So I'm excited about doing this book. I wanted to do it last year, and there just kept being like another thing that bumped it out of the way. So I'm excited to start that one. And then we'll be doing Titanic Warning, which if you don't know about this book, this one's really neat. It talks about what happened with the Titanic, and then it relates it to the church today, and then there's discussion questions that go along with it. And then the final ones that we're still missing are How the Bible Works, which is really just a great, there's like a lot of visual interest in this book to just explain, break it down how the Bible works. Then this book is kind of a companion book to it. It's not in the family morning basket, but How to Read the Bible Literally. We're also going to do this book. So that's our plan for the morning basket. Hi, Katja. And then in addition, so then I'll go into what I'm doing with each kid. My 4-year-old, I really believe in play when they're really young, and that's how they learn. So I'm not doing anything officially with him, but I have decided to do the Big Thoughts basket with him, which I think everybody in the group knows that I absolutely love. God is really, really real. I did this with all my kids last year, but I really like the idea of sitting down with just him, just the 2 of us, and him kind of getting his own time with me. So we're going to do that along with the Big Thoughts for Little Thinkers. There is a schedule in our files for using these books, and so I printed that out, and I'm going to use it with him. There's copywork also in that schedule, which I'm not using with him, but if you had an older child, maybe 5, 6, 7 years old, that would be really great to use. In addition to that, I have the Noah's Ark Preschool activity book. So that way on the days when he feels like he's getting left out, all the big kids are doing school and he's not, then we can pull that out. It kind of goes over opposites, colors, numbers, just kind of basic skills. Okay, so my next child is 6. He's going into 1st grade. And let's start out with, math. He is pretty gifted in math. So he is currently in math level 3, and he'll be probably headed into math level 4 before the end of the year. So that's my plan with him, is 3 and 4. And then for language, he's currently doing basic language skills, which comes with these 3 books. It comes with Not Too Small at All, A Special Door, and the Charlie and Trike with the Grand Canyon Adventure. So he's doing that right now. We're about probably a quarter of the way through this course. He's doing really well. My plan is to try to make this course last until Language Lessons for Living Education Level 1 comes out, and then we will do that. It's essentially going to be the same content, but because the course is getting revamped, he won't necessarily know that. And I really think that Language Lessons Level 2 is such a solid 2nd grade course. I'm trying to hold him off from getting here until 2nd grade. So that's the plan with him, with language. Then for history, he is finishing up My Story 1. He's got about a quarter left in this. We've done it kind of slowly throughout the year, so we'll finish that up, and whenever he finishes that, we will move into My Story 2. For science, he is doing God's Design for Life for Beginners. I created a whole bunch of extra supplemental things to add into this course, which I shared some of those earlier in the week. And so as it works for him, we'll add in those other books and other material. Some of the things we added in are God Created the Plants and Trees of the World, which is essentially a coloring book, but it has a lot of great information in it. I'll show you a little bit here. So you can see they're learning all this stuff and then coloring it. So he'll be doing that. And he was dying for me to add God's Big Book of Animals in. So when we get to the animal section, we'll be going through, and I've paired up some of the animals that match up to what we're learning about. So that's his science. As a group, we will be doing the elementary science, soil, sea, and sky. So he'll be going into 1st grade. He's not going to be doing the worksheets, but he'll sit in on the conversation, the reading, the activities. My 4th and 5th graders will do the worksheets of the course. So this course comes with the bugs book, the ecology book, and the big book of earth and sky. So this one is a really, really fun course. I'm excited about that. My daughter has been asking about this course since probably about halfway through last year. So she's really excited. So that is, oh, one more thing. I will also be adding in More Than Words Level 1 for my 1st grader. So he's excited about doing that. Then my next one, she's about to turn 9, and she is going into 4th grade. So she's just started Level 4 math. She'll continue that through the year. Language, she's finishing up Level 3. We probably have a couple weeks left of this before she finishes that up, and then she will be headed into Language Lessons 4. So she'll do this over the year. Back over here. Science, once again, she'll be in on our class all together doing the sea, soil, and sky. She is also doing the beginner's life science. So life science is really her thing. She loves life science. So she's kind of the reason why I added in all those extra resources to kind of beef up the course a little bit for her. I didn't want to make her do the worksheets from this and the worksheets for the upper life science. That's why I let her do the lower one. And then for history, she is going to be doing My Story 2. This is going to be done pretty independently other than the conversation. Obviously, we'll be doing that together. My Story 2, and then we are going to work through Timeline of the Revolution and Biographies of the Revolution. Now, we might not use the worksheets for everything. We're just going to kind of see how it goes throughout the year. We've already started on Timeline, and she's really, really liking that. So that is her courses. I'm waiting to see what More Than Words Level 2 looks like, but I'm probably going to be incorporating that for her as well. And the living art lessons. She is definitely the artist of the family, so she's excited about this course. Okay, next is my 10-year-old. He is going into 5th grade. So he is doing Math Level 5 right now. He's about a quarter of the way through Level 5. And so he has told me he's getting to Level 6 before the year is out. So that's his plan. So I've got 6 ready and waiting for him. He is also finishing up Language Lessons 3. A couple weeks left of this. He'll be going into Language Lessons 4. He has also told me he will not take the whole year to do this. So he'll be moving into Level 5 according to what he says. We'll see how it goes. If he doesn't, I'm not stressed about it. Whatever he can do is fine with me. In addition to that, he will be doing the soil, sea, and sky with us. And then he picked God's Design for the Physical World as his science. So he has already begun on this, and he is loving it. This is where my daughter loves life science. This science is right up his alley. He just thinks it's the best thing in the world. He loves the activities. My husband and I are creating a bin with all of the things that he'll need for his activities, and he can just go to it and pull everything that he needs for the year as he goes through. And then for history, doing the same thing that my daughter is doing, we're doing My Story Too, and then along with Timeline of the Revolution and Biographies of the Revolution. He will also do More Than Words too, and Living Art. So I think I got through everything. I was trying to move quickly so I could get done with everybody really quick. But if you have any questions about what we're doing, you can let me know in the comments, and I'll be happy to answer any questions that you have. That's our plan for the year, and I'm sure, as everybody knows, homeschooling, it changes as we go. So if something doesn't work, we will adapt with it, we'll change it, we can add something else in, we can take things away, and we just kind of go with the flow. I don't really plan a lot. We just pick it up on the days that work, and we just keep going. So anyways, everybody have a great Friday. Have a blessed day. Have a blessed weekend, and I will talk to you later.